Hi, I don't know if you can tell from the wall of books behind me, but I am a voracious reader. Um, I came by this pretty honestly. Both of my parents read growing up. My sister does not really read, and my husband reads on occasion. But if you want more information on that, I talked about it, I think, about 2 years ago. I made a video similar to this where I showed what my family got for Christmas from me as far as books go. Suffice to say, I'm the one that's probably the easiest to shop for books because I'm probably willing to try just about anything. But the rest of my family has very specific tastes, if they have tastes at all. So we're gonna go from, I was gonna go from like easiest to shop for from the hardest, but I'm just gonna go with what's in front of me. So that makes my mom the first one on the list. So I actually really enjoy getting stuff for my mom for Christmas because she always tends to have at least one book she specifically wants, but then there's always some I can surprise her with. Also, I am sort of responsible for the fact that she now collects Snow White and Heidi books and The Secret Garden. So this year I got her the Snow White version of like these illustrated classics. I got her the Heidi one I think last year. And there's other Grimm's fairy tales in here, but this is like mainly Snow White. And I think she's gonna love that. Speaking of Snow White, I also got her uh, Six Gun Snow White, which is about an indigenous cowgirl, Snow White. Why not? It's also really short. I did not realize it was so little. Um, it's also the same author of Comfort Me with Apples. And I did not realize that till I was looking it up. But anyway, she might like that. I don't know. And the last one I got her is Gold Dust Woman, the Stevie Nicks biography. I got her the Princess Diana biography, and I've gotten her the Sally Field autobiography. She's really into those kind of things. And we went to see Stevie Nicks last fall, and she loves Stevie Nicks. So hopefully she'll like this. Anyway, that's what I got my mom. We'll go ahead and talk about my dad. I don't think I actually got him a book that's like his style based on what I remember him reading when I grew up, which was a lot of crime fiction. I think he had a subscription service to like mass market paperback crime fictions. But I did find some funny stuff when we were out thrift shopping. I found This Old House, like a book version of This Old House and different projects they've done. And I think he will eat that up. I also found Mike Rowe's The Way I Heard It, which I guess is a little like book he wrote. Maybe it's short stories from his podcast. Oh yeah, he'll love this. Um, I mainly got my dad things that I could classify as like things you could read in a bathroom. He also is getting a bunch of our old what is it, Popular Mechanics magazines that Steven doesn't want. And last but not least, I got him Killers of the Flower Moon. I loved this. I think he might like this. This is probably the one that's going to be the hardest sell for him, but I think once he picks it up, he'll actually really like it because of what it's about. But anyway, that's my long shot for him. But those are the three things that I'm getting him. By and large, the hardest person to shop for books is my sister. She does not read. She is notorious for not reading. She read the Hunger Games series, she read Twilight, and lately she's been on a Finley Donovan kick. I let her borrow the first book on her way to Florida to visit her boyfriend, and she loved it. She needed the sequel immediately, so I bought her the sequel. So obviously I bought her the third one, Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun, so she can have that when she goes to visit him next time. She's actually currently in Florida now, but I didn't want to give it to her early. I know there are romances she might like that she hasn't given a chance yet, so I'm also going to give her my copy of You Deserve Each Other because I think that she'll find that humor similar to Finley Donovan. And I'm also going to get her Big Little Lies because the thriller aspect of that is probably going to keep her going. I think Leanne Moriarty is really, really good at like the cliffhanger chapter ending that makes you want to keep reading, and that's something that Becca struggles with. But then I found this hilarious book at Enjoy the other day. It's Florida, four inspiring love stories from the Sunshine State. And she's probably moving to Florida to be with her boyfriend next year. So that is super funny. And then it's just random Florida romances. So those are the four books that she's getting. Again, with varying degrees of success, she's getting those books. Last but not least, my husband. I'm getting him Dog Man, which he technically knows he's getting. We bought it at Enjoy, and he just forgot that it was in my stuff, so he's getting it as a gift because he's forgotten about it, kind of. Um, he's been really into different interpretations of the Bible and like the base text of things. So I got him the complete Dead Sea Scrolls in English for fun. Um, I bought him the Making It So Patrick Stewart memoir. So that'll be neat. And Standing in the Shadows of Motown because my husband plays bass. He actually did a whole one man show on Bob Babbitt, who is like featured in this. And this has, I think, the like DVD versions of this too, because this was something we watched a lot in band when we were in high school. When there's a sub, our teachers put this on. So this has music in it, it has stories in it. It's mainly about James Jamerson, but it's kind of about Motown in general, and I think he'll really like it. He doesn't have it currently, so now he does. Um, I feel pretty good about these picks. I think if you knew my family, you would know that these are pretty solid picks. And like I said, if you want to, a couple years ago, I did a more in depth look at what my parents have traditionally read, what my sister has traditionally read, and whether these books would be good for them. But I think I hit the nail on the head with these. So now I have to figure out how much space these take up so I can find the proper box to put them all in. All right, let me go do that. Bye.